First one we have chi-square test. The intuition. Comparing the histogram of the data to the shape of the candidate density or mass function. So this particular chi-square test is used for large sample sizes. So what we have to do here is we have to arrange the n number of observations into set of k class intervals. The test statistic says chi-square, that is chi naught square, is equal to summation of OI minus EI whole square divided by EI, and I ranges from 1 to k. So where OI represents observed frequency and EI represents the expected frequency. So expected frequency is EI is equal to n into Pi, where Pi is the theoretical probability of the ith interval, and here suggested minimum EI value is equal to 5, and observed frequency is OI. It is represented by OI. So this particular statistics, which is approximately follows the chi-square distribution with k minus s minus 1 degree of freedoms. So where S is the representation of parameters of the hypothesis distribution estimated by the sample statistics. So if the distribution tested is continuous, Pi is equal to f of ai minus f of ai minus 1. So where ai minus 1 and ai are the endpoints of the ith interval class, and here f of x represents the assumed PDF, and where capital F of x is assumed to be the CDF. The recommended number of class intervals k. So here for the particular sample sizes n, okay, if the sample size is 20, so or if you say it is very less here, okay, the number of class intervals k, what shall be the number of class intervals k? So in this case, if the sample size n is equal to 20, do not use the chi-square test, okay. And if sample size is 50, number of class intervals k is 5 to 10. If the sample size is 100, then the number of class intervals k is 10 to 20. And if the sample size is more than 100, then the number of class intervals k will be n raised to 1 by 2 to n by 5. So this is the particular recommendations for the class interval k. So consider the chi-square test example. Here we have considered the vehicle arrival example. So initially you have to consider two hypotheses, that is H0 and H1, where H0 represents the random variable that is Poisson distributed. Okay, so here the consideration is mainly the data given is in a Poisson distributed manner. So H0 is considered to be a Poisson distributed, and where H1 is another hypothesis they are going to formulate here, that is the random variables is not Poisson distributed. So consider number of variables, so that is xi. Okay, so here they have given xi values ranging from 0 to 11. Okay, so it may continue like this up to 100 also. So if here actually n, the number n is equal to 12. So 12 data given, so n is equal to 12. And observed frequency OI is for the corresponding xi value, it is given is particular. So after calculating, as we know, in the chi-square test we are going to calculate the expected frequency. So based on the observed frequency, we will be calculating the expected frequencies, and this is also shown in this table. And after that, we need to calculate O minus EI whole square divided by EI. So this is being done here. Okay, so before that step, we need to combine certain values. Suppose the expected frequency is below 5. Suppose if the expected frequency is below 5, so here 2.6 is less than 5, and if you see in this column, you can see that 4.4 is also less than 5, 2.0 is less than 5, 0.8 is less than 5, 0.3 is less than 5, 0.1 is less than 5. So here we need to combine these values to form a new value. So since the combined minimum EI value is 5, okay, we need to combine certain adjacent cells or adjacent values here. So 2.6 is combined with 9.6 and you get a new value, okay. And similarly here 4.4, 2.0, 2.8, 0.3, 0.1 is also combined to form a new value, okay. So that new value you get here is when you combine here in this particular if you combine 2.6 and 9.6, you 9.6 you get to 12.15, and also from this particular point to up to here 4.2 to 0.1, if you are going to combine, you may be getting around 7.49. okay, so you will be getting a new value. So if you combine these two values, you also need to combine the observed frequency also, this. So automatically your class intervals will be reduced. So okay, class interval before it was more in number, now it will be reduced because you have combined these certain values here. So after these calculations, you are going to calculate for the corresponding value you get here, you have to calculate OI minus EI whole square divided by EI. So you will be getting these values after the certain calculation, okay, and you do the summation process, you will be getting it as 27.68, okay. So this is the value you are going to get, okay. So that is 27.68. So here the degree of freedom you need to calculate, that is k minus s minus 1. So where k is the number of intervals, it is giving the number of the cells, k value, okay. So if you calculate here, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So k value is 7. So 7 minus s is s is considered to be 1. So in this particular problem, so that's why means you have got here if we have calculated certain that is lambda or lambda value actually, so you got a single value, so that's why they have taken SS1 1 itself, okay. So 1 minus 1, I think we have done this particular problem in the previous slide. So that is lambda value was 3.64. So that was a single value, so or alpha is a single value, so that's why s is also a single value, it will be equal to 1 here. So k minus that 7 minus 1 minus 1, you get it as 5. So hence the hypothesis is rejected at the level 0.05 level of significance. So this is already given in the problem, 0.05 level of significance. So if you see in your textbook at the end of the appendix page, you'll be getting certain chi-square table. So using that table, if you calculate the value, okay, you'll be getting around the chi-square value for 0.05, 5 is equal to 11.1. So this particular value is less than the chi-naught square value you got it from this particular equation, that is 27.8. So you need to compare this since this value is greater than this particular value, okay, that is 27.68 is greater than 7.1 value, you need to reject the hypothesis.